Welcome to the 66th Nanas Chicago Midwest Emmy Award Red Carpet Show. Here's your hosts from NBC Chicago's Chicago Today, Matt Rodrigues and Courtney Hall.
Oh my gosh, we got an intro?
What an intro!
We got an intro and everything. I thought I was gonna have to introduce myself. We're so
should.
fancy up in here. Yes, well, in case they're confused.
Yes.
If I'm Courtney and you're Matt.
And I might be Matt. Who knows?
Hi,
Welcome,
everybody.
Hello. Welcome to the Red Carpet Show.
Yes,
for the 66th annual Midwest Emmys.
Yes, Chicago Midwest, we come together here in a big way. It's our most exciting night for television, local TV. People get to shine, they get to showcase all of the work that they've been putting into these projects for so much time, and we get to celebrate, which I love.
So many amazing nominees. You know, there were like 977 entries. That's up from last year.
Percentages are up. We have more entries than ever before.
So many entries, and only like 300 nominees, or 300 or so nominees.
And what I love is that this is not just voted upon right here in Chicago, it's voted upon across the country. We have people from New York, down south, on the west, looking at the content that we've created here in our special part of the country.
Tuning in, but we should thank all those judges, because we've been Emmys judges, and it is a responsibility.
It's something like, we had 130 hours of footage to watch through for all the nominees.
So bravo to those judges out there who watched everything. We know how that is.
Yes, and we should say we are nominated tonight, which is very exciting.
Oh my gosh, we are?
Yes. Our show, Chicago Today, is nominated for, I don't even know what we're nominated for, but we should figure that out.
Something that we did, you're nominated also individually. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
How many times have you practiced your speech in the bathroom mirror?
70, 75?
All right.
Yeah, because you can't practice too much,
since
like Madonna says.
Since I was little, you practiced your acceptance. Exactly. Thank you for everything.
All right, should we talk to our big host?
Yes, we have a hilarious host. You might know him from Chicago Party Ant or The Bear.
Yes.
He's done so many things, but you know, I see him all the time in those progressive commercials. Welcome, Chris Witaske.
Chris Witaske.
Chicago's own, or St. Charles's own.
How you doing, man?
That's right. Good to see you, too. I'm good. Yes. St. Charles's own. I'm not allowed to say I'm from Chicago, or people from Chicago will yell at me.
You know what?
Right.
I'm from the suburbs, too, and I
you
claim
are?
Chicago.
Which burg?
Yes.
Which burg? Oh, yeah.
We're from Chicago.
From Chicago. I lived in the city for 12 years after college. I'm a Chicagoan, and it's good to be back.
And you started at an early age at Second City.
I did,
You were a teenager.
yes.
Were you training in?
I was.
Was this like breaking child's work laws?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's working.
I saw my first show at Second City when I was 13 years old. My dad took me to see a show, and I looked on stage and said, that's what I want to do with my life.
Wow.
And I signed up for improv classes like the next day, and and now I'm hosting the Chicago Emmy Awards.
Yes, well, among other things, you're in The Bear.
Yes.
Like, iconic Chicago show.
So cool.
It's like taken everyone by storm.
Yes.
How's that experience been?
It's so great. It's so great because we film here, and so I get to come back for months at a time and live in the down in the Viagra Triangle.
Oh man! Wow.
You are a Chicago.
Yeah,
you know the Viagra Triangle.
Right?
You are a Chicago.
How much is your family bragging
Oh
over
my
the fact
God.
that you're
Oh
in
my
the
God.
Bear, you're coming home to Chicago?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. I think
Yeah.
my dad tells people at the grocery store, people at CVS, anyone who will listen, yes, they're very proud, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what about Judd Apatow? You are doing a project with him right now?
Yes, we're developing a project. I was on a Netflix show called Love that he produced.
Good,
it's good, right? Yeah. And so I got to become friends with Judd through that, and now we're developing a show that we're about to take out and pitch and hope that Hollywood buys it. So we'll see.
God.
What is that like?
Yeah.
What, are you going to Judd's house? How are you brainstorming? But truly, if you're working on a show, you must know him really
We're
well.
laying in the pool. We're pitching ideas. Yeah, no, he has a big office out there in Hollywood, and we go and write and come up with ideas, and yeah, it's really exciting.
Oh, you've done good, Chris.
You
Thank
have.
you.
We haven't even talked about
I
Chicago
know.
Party yet.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, which just nailed Chicago.
Doesn't it?
On
Thank you.
so many levels.
Thank you.
How long did you
But-
work on that before it took off?
It started as a Twitter account that I did just for fun,
Yeah.
and started to gain in popularity, and people were retweeting it and stuff. And so we were like, this should maybe be a TV show. We pitched it. Netflix bought it, and now there's 2 seasons on Netflix that you can watch tonight.
Well, after they watch
After
the Emmys.
after this very long ceremony.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Right, I know. Tune into that. Well, Chris.
Congrats, you guys are nominated.
We are.
Yeah, we're
Congratulations.
nominated.
That's
Thank you.
awesome.
So if you can do anything with those envelopes.
I'll see what I can
right,
do.
See what you can do.
Pull a La La
Yeah.
Land and
Yeah.
Do you like this kind of
Chris,
room?
yeah.
Do you like these kind of events? Because it can be a tough crowd. It's TV
it can be,
people.
I know. I just hope everybody finishes their dinner before
Yeah,
my
the
monologue
clinking.
starts. I don't
Yeah.
want the clinking
That
and
can
the
be
chewing.
awkward.
You know.
Yeah. Well, Chris,
But,
thank
yeah.
you so much. We can't
Yes.
wait to see what you do inside.
Thank you. It's gonna be a
Thank you
fun
for
night.
Coming back to Chicago.
I love it here.
We'll have you back anytime.
Awesome. Thanks,
Bring
guys.
it home,
Thank
man.
you.
Bring it home.
All
Thank
right.
you, guys. Great
Yes,
to see you.
Great to see you.
Cool.
All right, we got to toss it to Chloe.
Yes, our girl
She's-
Chloe.
Yeah, she's roaming around. Hey, Chloe, where you at?
Somewhere. Chloe! You're up.
Hey everyone, my name is Chloe Morrissey from WKOW 27 News in Madison, Wisconsin. I was actually here last year as a student walking around doing social media. Now I am back for another year as a full-time reporter. Super excited to be back. I'll be walking around talking to different guests throughout the night, and I want to start things off with Harry Garcia and Joanne Fakori from the band Disco Heads Live. I want to start with you, Joanne. You are the manager. Your band was here last year. Now you guys are back for another year. Tell me what that feels like.
It was great. Last year they were performing their songs from, covers, the disco era. This year we're bringing them back, so they're going to be performing their own original music, which is awesome. It's got a great beat. We can't wait for you guys to hear it tonight, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so tell me more about those originals, Harry. I know that you compose and produce all of that music. What inspires you to create this super fun electric disco sound?
What inspires me is about life. Looking at different people and how they enjoy life. I always get inspired by that, and I create the lyrics from that and create the beats and just dance all night.
Absolutely. Let's get some of that dance music going here.
Yes.
Woo!
There we go. Dance, dance.
This is where I'm going to be all night. I'm going to be jamming out here. You can catch all of their music on all streaming platforms. I'm going to stay here and dance the night away. I'm going to send it back to Matt and Cortney on the red carpet.
Chloe is having so much fun out there. That's why she
get-
wasn't even ready for us. She
Get
was like,
at
okay.
it. Get at it. Chloe's dropping it like it's hot out there. Okay.
All right.
Now we have our good friend here. We've made friends
We
recently.
have made friends.
Yes,
Yes.
RD Delgado. You are
RD,
nominated
congratulations.
tonight.
Oh my gosh, so good to be here. It's an honor to be nominated, as they say. Good to be here with you guys.
Nominated for Outstanding Achievement for Branded Content Short
Yes.
Form.
Come and get it.
Yes,
That's right.
yes.
Come and get it.
Come
Yeah.
and get it.
That's
yes,
right.
So
that's
tell us a little
awesome.
bit about this project.
Oh, it's a great project. Actually, it starts in storytelling. So I was telling you guys, there's a fun story of how I broke into the business, right? So coming to LA, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, want to make a great impression. So I'm a PA on a McDonald's commercial, which is like,
man.
Yeah.
amazing, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I
Great
was an
experience.
intern to the PA. So I wasn't even on the call sheet. I was handing out the call sheets. Anyways, so I go to the first AD, I want to make a good impression. I said, sir, I am here for you, whatever you need. He said, okay, pick up that bucket. I was like, all right. So they say action, and this particular McDonald's commercial is they're sitting at a couch, eating a burger, smiling, and then cut. So someone yells action, scene happens, someone yells cut, and he says, all right, take the bucket to set. I was like, okay. I take the bucket to set, and I go to the lead actor, and he vomits into the bucket.
Oh my God.
How much food was he eating? That happens on
A
commercials.
lot, you'd be surprised. And it felt like Kelly Clarkson was singing to me. It was like a solo, a moment like this.
This, some people
This was my highlight. So despite the fact that I had conquered Hollywood on my first day,
Yes, you
yes.
did.
I decided to persevere and start Beggar King's Entertainment.
Oh, great. RD, we want to see this little snippet of what
Yes.
you're nominated for
Great.
tonight.
Let's do it.
Let's take a look.
Is there audio?
watch, I'ma light the fuse. Got things to do, you know we been making moves. We put the fire in the work, cause we bring the boom. Gotta show them who it is, gonna raise the roof. Yeah, we gonna make some noise, ain't no doubt about it. Come on, tell them, raise your voice, hear the trumpet sounding. If you feel what I feel, then you better shout it. Hands up to the ceiling, cause it's gonna get loud.
Wow.
All right, now I went to Catholic school
Yes.
and it did not look that cool.
It makes me want to go back to church.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. You know, our focus is all about storytelling. So whether it's a Fortune 500 brand or it's a not-for-profit that, you know, a church like this, we want to focus on the story. So for this particular project, we said, how can we make this fun and dynamic and interesting and lively? And that's what we came up with.
Is that what the church wanted? Did they come to you with asking for that? Or did you say, hey, let's do this right?
Let's get the drones out.
I
know.
Jesus bumping.
Come on now, let's go.
Yeah.
That was a combination. So it's one of those things where we just wanted to tell a good story. They had come to the end of a multi-year, multi-million-dollar campaign.
Yeah.
I said, yo, Padre, how are you going to tell the story? By the way, shout out
Yo,
Father
Padre.
Hanahan.
Father Padre.
And I was like, how are you going to
Yeah.
tell the story? How are you going to share the good news? And that's what we came up with.
Wow,
That's amazing.
great.
You took a chance, started your own company.
Yes.
So you're telling stories in a different way through your own company. How was it to take that leap of faith?
Well, you know, pretty amazing. It's a privileged thing that we do to get paid for the things that we do.
True.
And it's just one of those things where, despite having conquered Hollywood in a, you know, McDonald's commercial intern PA job, I just want to tell stories, you know, make a difference, do some good in the world. And whether it's a Fortune 500 company or a, you know, NGO no one's ever heard of, it's all about storytelling.
I love it.
Are you good to your PAs?
So good
nice
to me.
big buckets.
Have you ever
I
given
hope
him
so.
a bucket?
No, not yet. Thank God. Yes,
my
not
God.
yet.
Listen, congratulations.
RD.
Good
Thank
luck
you very
tonight.
much. Yes.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
And say hi to the church for us.
I will.
Best of luck.
It's been a
We're
long
praying
time.
for you.
Yes. Thank you very much. Likewise.
Thank you. All right, we need to toss it back over to Chloe. Chloe, what you doing?
I'm here with Chris Gloff, a fellow Loyola Rambler. He's here doing the social media for the Emmy Awards tonight. Chris, tell me about how you're feeling being here.
I mean, honestly, it feels great. It's obviously just something special to be able to meet the people that I grew up watching, doing what I hope to do here in the near future. And it's really special, especially getting to meet Chris Witaske, our host tonight. That's really cool. Big fan of the Bear, especially being in Chicago.
Absolutely. I was saying the same sort of thing, you know, being in a room full of people that you look up to as also a Chicagoland native. I mean, I grew up watching these people as well. So do you want to tell us some of the things that you're going to be doing tonight, being the social media producer?
Yeah, so tonight, social media producing, we're trying to get some interviews, some mini mic interviews with a lot of the people. We've already got Chris Witaske, so look out for that coming on the story here soon. And, you know, we're trying to get everyone, Raz Baronian hopefully coming up soon, maybe John Quinones, something like that. Get some people, ask them the fun questions, you know? You see a lot of the serious questions all over. Got to ask them a lot of the fun stuff, too.
Absolutely. And these are some big names, so we'll definitely be on the lookout for that. Now, I have to end with this. So your dad is here with his high school students. He's producing here, so you are definitely following in his footsteps tonight. What is your biggest goal in this media industry?
Yeah, I'm honestly hoping to end up back here, hopefully to win some awards in the future. You know, you grow up watching these people, now you're working with these people, and hopefully I get to become and follow in the footsteps of the same people that I'm talking with tonight.
Absolutely. Definitely a surreal moment to be back here. We're going to send it back to Matt and Cortney. Who do we have on the red carpet now?
Welcome back.
Hey, look, it's us again.
And yes, and we've got a man that is best dressed of the evening
Already.
so far.
Already. Best
I'll take
dressed.
that.
Look at this.
Mr. Ernest Crim, thank you so much for being here with us, and congratulations on your Emmy nod. I just saw you earlier this week because you were named one of the 40 under 40 for WVON, so congrats on that as well.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be
You got
here.
a big year, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a busy
You
month.
feeling good?
So,
You taking it all in?
I'm taking it all in, one day at a time, trying my best to enjoy it.
Is
yeah.
this your first Emmy nod?
Definitely, first time.
Wow.
Okay, who do you have coming?
Oh,
to
so of
see
course
the
I got
witnesses?
my beautiful wife, Cassie Crim here. I got my mom, I got my dad, I got my sister, the whole household from my childhood. Yeah.
You bought a table.
You got
Everybody.
tickets on top of tickets on top of tickets.
So let's tell everyone you're nominated for Outstanding Achievement for Public Service Announcement, Single Spot Campaign, and it was titled 29 Black History Facts You Probably Didn't Learn in School PSAs.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful beautiful thing because we didn't learn a lot back at school when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Where did this campaign come from?
The idea was really Cornelius Mack from CBS hit me up and said he wanted to collaborate and do something for Black History Month. And we said we got to do something big. And we kind of just kept talking and said, well, what about something every day?
Yeah.
It didn't seem like they would approve of it, but we just got lucky and they said, yeah. So I went to work, we wrote some scripts, and we got together, brought in Relisha, and we made history.
Let's take a peek at what we're talking about.
Black history facts you probably didn't learn in school. Did you know that one of the first universities in the world was the University of Sankore in Timbuktu, Mali, and they had over 700,000 texts, which was a true sign of wealth? So if your net worth was based on the amount of books you have, how much would you be worth?
Brought to you locally by your Chicagoland Toyota dealers.
Bright, colorful, informative. You started as a high school teacher?
Yeah.
High school teacher for 12 years?
Yes.
And now you're known around the globe for what you do.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for other teachers out there looking to grow?
I would just say, just remember your passion. Remember why you got in the classroom. And I think we're in very important times right now as a country where our kids really need us. So just always go back to why you chose to go into that career. And don't be afraid to think outside the box, because I still look at myself as an educator. Mm-hmm. I don't teach in the class anymore, but I call myself a public teacher because for me, education is any and everywhere, and our kids got to learn it by any means.
Yeah. Is there a place where we can watch all of these little nuggets online?
Yeah, so if you go to my Instagram or TikTok at MRCrim3, you'll find it in my link tree. Also, if you just Google it, 29 Black History Facts you probably didn't learn in school, it'll pop right up and you can scroll through and watch all 29.
Your social media is great.
So great. So wait, how many little known facts are there? And you had to narrow it down to 29.
It was tough, but so I'm a teacher. We made it like a curriculum, if you notice. The first week was Africa, the second week was enslavement, and so on and so forth. So I also kind of based it on previous videos that did well, but it was like, these are the things I know I likely didn't learn, so I know we had to get those out.
And you have your next ones racked up?
I'm ready.
Year?
I can go right now.
Yeah. Do you have another project in mind? Are you working on anything else?
I'm constantly, just educating people daily, especially with the election coming up. But I'm also re-releasing my first book, Black History Saved My Life, with the indie publisher. So look out for that. Tentatively scheduled for February of 2025.
Great. We celebrate you. We celebrate teachers.
Yes.
Congratulations on your nomination.
Ernest.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to check back in with
Chloe.
Hey, so in my last interview, we were just talking about being here in a room full of people that you look up to, that you have grown up watching, and this is a prime example here. I'm here with a Chicago legend, Raz Baronian, and now you just retired in April after a long career here in the city. Can you tell me what you've been up to?
A little bit of everything. I'm busier now than when I was working, which is really unbelievable. But I'm sleeping. I'm getting 7-8 hours of sleep a night, which is fantastic. Spending a lot of time with my dogs. I'm on a mission to find as many dog-friendly restaurants, stores, anything as possible. Obviously, I'm catching up with friends and family, doing a lot of lunches. I never did lunch when I was working because I was working. So, traveling, doing little mini vacations. My daughter moved to Albuquerque, so I've been back and forth there visiting her. Should I go on?
And now you're here. Now you're here at the Emmy Awards. So after a super amazing career here in the city, is there anything that stands out from your career, any specific moment that you just think back on and you're like, wow?
That's a really difficult question to answer because there were so many amazing moments. The traffic thing was my primary responsibility, and it was always very gratifying to know that I was helping so many people every day. But it was fun for me to do my little Raz on the road, one tank trips. Those will always stand out with me. Just doing these, trips to Wisconsin or Indiana or even Southern Illinois, and, discovering all of these places that I knew about, but I didn't really take a deep dive to know what else there was to do there. So those always stand out in my mind.
And I just have to say, you look absolutely amazing tonight. Do you want to give us the details about this whole outfit?
I took my dog to Oak Brook Mall in the dressing room at Nordstrom's. And then the woman in the dressing room next to me. She said, I think your dog wants to come in here with me. And I'm like, she said, can I pet her? I said, sure. I mean, it was hilarious. But like I said, dog friendly.
She's all about the dogs, and Nordstrom. They always win. All right, we're going to send it back to the red carpet with Cortney and Matt.
Thank you so much,
thanks, Chloe. You guys are having too much fun out there.
I know. Save us a drink.
I
need
know,
a cocktail.
right?
We all need a cocktail,
Yes.
right? Okay, now we have Rachel Ruiz, Shelley Spencer, Melissa Stern, all nominated for Outstanding Achievement for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion long-form content. Jane Addams, Together We Rise. Ain't that the truth?
An amazing documentary. Let me start with you, Rachel. We're going to have to share the talking stick here. You started writing for kids, teaching about historical events. How did this grow into television?
So television is actually my first
Really?
day
Okay.
job.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing ever since I graduated
Hold
from
it
college.
a little bit higher.
So
we can hear
TV
you.
is my
TV is your
original
first
day
love.
job.
Okay.
Yes, my original day job. But yes, thank you for asking. I do also write children's books, but I think that I'm drawn to this similar type of subject matter. Civil rights leaders, trailblazing women, and our Jane Addams documentary is, kind of the same.
Shelley, when did you first hear about Jane Addams?
First year, oh my gosh, I was probably a kid.
But we didn't hear as much as you guys
We
were
did
talking
not,
about, yeah.
and Rachel did such a fantastic job because we learned how impactful Jane and her other sisters, as we'll call them, were. I mean, a lot of the things that we're looking at, even in this time in particular, she has worked on them. And so Rachel has really brought that to the forefront with Jane Addams, Together We Rise.
Yes. Melissa, editing. I mean, wow. I mean, this told the story in such a dynamic and compelling way that I think was really missing from kind of histories like this,
Yeah, I loved the mixture of archival and then the recreations and the interviews. It was really a super dynamic way to tell the story.
You did mix it, and you had the archival stuff, but the story was told in a very much a modern way.
Yes.
That really moved.
Was that the point? Did you go into the production knowing that's how you were going to film things and put it together?
Well, that was really Rachel's vision, and then we got to bring it together in the edit room.
Okay. We have a little bit of your video. Let's take a look.
Take a clip. Look at a clip.
Yeah.
In the fall of 1889, it was moving day for 29-year-old Jane Addams. She had packed up and left her affluent life in Cedarville, Illinois, and rented an old mansion that sat between a saloon and a morgue on Halstead Street.
Halstead was the most active, condensed, urbanized, industrialized area of the city and of the United States. It was busy, loud, noisy, smelly.
And that's exactly why Addams wanted to be there. She was launching an audacious experiment in social reform, a so-called settlement house, where she could help improve the lives of the city's immigrant population by living alongside them.
The word settlement comes from this idea that in order for us to solve the problems, we have to be mixed and immersed in the problems.
It was a rebellious move for a woman of Addams' time.
The expectation for women, especially of her class, was to marry and have children. But she had other things she wanted to do.
So well done.
So well done.
Thank you.
Rachel, how many hours of interviews did you have to do and put all of this together? It must have been quite extensive.
Oh, wow. I can't tell you the number of hours, but it was several interviews and finding people. And, one of the things that we tried to do a little differently with this documentary is we wanted to highlight some of the standouts that worked alongside Jane Addams. So some of the women who, when all of them came together, they were, absolutely
people we should have been taught about, really.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we tried to do that, and I hope we did it well. And
you certainly did.
That was the goal.
Advice for up-and-coming documentarians?
Oh, wow. Patience. Practice patience. It takes a long time to make a documentary. I would say also get comfortable with the idea of rewriting and re-editing, because it's all part of the process that gets you where you need to be.
Yeah. Shelley, what about you?
Oh yeah, I would say persevere, have a great vision, just like Rachel and Melissa did, have a clear idea of where you're going and never give up. I mean, that's one of the things that Jane Addams showed us, is that she had a vision, she knew what she wanted to do, and she never gave up.
Melissa, what about you?
In addition, I'd say also going from Jane Addams is get involved in the Chicago documentary community. We have a great community, and there's all sorts of organizations, and you can go see other people's films all the time, get to know people, and build a community for yourself.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Congratulations. ladies.
Congratulations.
This is such an achievement. We're so proud. How are you feeling about the nomination? We didn't even talk about that part.
Very excited.
Very,
very excited. I do have to put in a plug.
Okay, go for it. Plug
actually,
away.
7 other Chicago stories are nominated tonight, and the series goes on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on WTTW, or you can see them all, including the whole Jane Addams, on WTTW.com/Chicago Stories.
I want to know, who's the next powerful woman you're going to do a docu-series on?
Oh my gosh, well that's season 6 coming up, and that's a little secret, so we'll have to know. No, that's a cliffhanger. We got to let you know later.
You guys have, I've never wanted to know so much about Jane Addams in my life. So you achieved your goal. It's a fabulous series.
Yes.
Thank
you so much.
Yes,
Go women.
yes, amazing.
Love
Thank
it.
you. Good luck tonight.
Speaking of a lovely woman,
Yeah.
we have Chloe out there. Chloe, who do you have with you?
Hey guys, I am in the room where all of the magic is going to happen. I'll step out of the way so you guys can all see. In just a couple of hours, this room is going to be completely packed. We have a sold out show tonight here in the city. Let's see, we have some last minute adjustments going on. We have food being put out on all the tables, some drinks, people walking around. It's going to be an awesome show here in Chicago. Like I said, it's going to be sold out tonight. So we're expecting to see some pretty big name guests here. Again, people I have grown up watching. Still can't get over that point just being back here. So yeah, this is where it's all going to happen, where 66th Emmy Awards in Chicago are going to be. I'll send it right back to you guys at the red carpet.
Okay, hello. We are here with Rebecca Cowan. Rebecca, don't look so scared.
I know, wait. So Rebecca
you work
literally
in
does.
TV.
Yes. Well, she literally does all the planning. She's been on the executive board, the board of directors.
Yes.
She's been a part of this organization for how many years?
This organization.
24 and a half years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been the ED of the chapter for that long.
Every email basically goes to you.
So many questions everybody has about what should I submit and how should I submit it. They all go to you.
Right.
And you so kindly answer every single one of them.
Oh, thank you.
And tonight we get to celebrate you.
We're celebrating you with the Governor's Award.
Yeah,
How does
the
that
Board
feel?
of Governors.
Board of Governors.
I felt like, what?
How did they do this without you knowing?
Huh?
How did they do this without you knowing?
You know, Diana Borey, who's a longtime board member, who's just a dear, dear friend, just wonderful woman. She's the one that nominated me, you know, because we work together quite a bit. She's on our Emmy Rules Committee, so we're like a pair, and so
Wonderful.
yeah.
Well, introduce us to your family here.
So this is Lee, my husband.
Hi, Lee. How are you?
This is my daughter Eva.
Hi, Eva. You look beautiful tonight.
And my daughter Julia.
Hi, Julia. you guys proud of Mom?
Very.
It's crazy, all this. I've never been to the event before, so it's like crazy, all this planning that goes into it.
They always have to try and tell them what it's like, and they don't want to come and help, you know, because they know how much I put into it and stuff. So yeah.
Are you impressed with Mom now, seeing what she's?
Here, let me give you this.
Say it again.
I've always been impressed. She's always like the month before is like just lots of preparation.
Of course.
And it's like a yearly thing.
Yeah.
And it's like a holiday kind of.
It is.
Like, but it's instead of like, I don't know, an event, it's just, or well, that I go to. It's an event for you.
Yeah.
That is just like a month of planning before, I guess.
Yeah. A year.
Yeah.
She's like,
well,
don't
like no, the month
It's a
before.
year. Yeah.
Hold on, wait. I want to talk to Dad real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, very proud.
You must be very supportive. How has it been to see her succeed and rise?
Oh, I know what this time of year is like for her. Every year, it's where's Mom?
Yeah.
And I've been to this a couple of times, though not in a while, because I know to just back away.
Yeah.
But,
Well, Rebecca, what fuels your passion for TV? Where did it come from? Where did it all start for you?
Oh my gosh. You know, I fell in love with like documentary filmmaking when I was in college.
Yeah.
You know, I worked for Maisel. I interned with Maisels. I don't know if you know Maisel's films.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I fell into this kind of administrative work, which is just helping honor people who do such good work. You know what I mean? And it's a pleasure. It's really nice to put together these events and see people celebrate and have a good time. And, you know, because it's a regional event. But, you know, this is for us. Like, this is a really good time for us to get together and, like, celebrate what we do. And
Do you think there's something that stands out about telling stories on television versus online or on TikTok?
Oh, my gosh.
Sounds like you can go off about that.
I kind of miss turning on the TV, to be honest. You know, like the old flip the switch and you got, you know, you're on you're watching TV.
Right.
Now we're all like separated, you know, we're all like on our own little screen, you know, watching instead of watching like as a family. It's, you know, sometimes. And when we do get together as a family, you know, it's important. So, yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay. One quick question. Are you happiest as the event is about to start or as the event is ending?
At the beginning of the day, I always do like a little happy dance because I'm happy that the day is here and I'm almost done.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm like really happy the day after, but my feet hurt.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Well, great. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Why don't you toss it to Chloe?
Party it up.
Huh? Thank
Party
you.
it up tonight.
Yeah, toss it to Chloe for us.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to a commercial.
Let's go to Chloe. Or no, we're going to commercial.
We're going to commercial?
We're going to commercial.
Okay, we're going to
finally have a commercial.
Never mind.
Never
We're going
mind.
to commercial. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to This is America.
I'm your host, Carl Jacobs, and today we're gonna have a lovely, lovely game. But first, let's meet our favorite contestants. Tom, Stacy, and Mark. It's very nice to meet all of you too. Now, the game itself is very simple. I will ask a question relating to the great nation of the United States of America. The rules themselves are as follows. A team will buzz in if they think they have the right answer. The other team can steal it if they get it wrong, and the team with the highest points at the end wins and gets a grand prize. I'm kidding! There's no grand prize. Here in America, we don't give handouts. And now, without further ado, let's get on to the first question for the night. Are we ready? Name a location or event in the United States where there hasn't been a mass shooting.
A park.
A movie theater?
A parade.
A restaurant.
A golf course?
A mini golf course. A daycare.
A parking lot?
A farm. A coffee shop.
A grocery store?
A concert. A police station.
A courthouse?
A church. A retirement home.
A homeless shelter?
A hospital.
That was fun.
Welcome back, everybody.
Good job, guys.
We're here with Craig J. Harris, our creative and TV producer. And then we've got Darlene Metters, our gymnast. Meters, I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Meters, our gymnast extraordinaire. You guys are nominated. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And would you guys introduce yourselves behind here?
Hi, I'm Danielle Davis. I also help produce.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Ernesto Matos, Creative Director for Flowers Communications Group.
Awesome. All
Excellent.
involved in this wonderful project.
So where did this project come from? And it's done so beautifully, by the way.
Yeah.
We got to tell you that.
Yeah, you know, the project came from Ernesto and I got together. We were looking at how we could produce something for the Chicago Park District Girls Play Initiative. And we settled on a gymnast. And I had the ideal that, you know, after meeting Darlene and talking to her, that she was, she had such tenacity and spirit. She was so graceful. She was so passionate about gymnastics that I sort of wanted to pay an homage to Kobe Bryant. And so it was like Dear Basketball, Dear Gymnastics, and that's how it came together.
Why don't we take a look
That's
at
exactly how it felt.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Dear Gymnastics, it was love at first sight from the minute I saw you on TV to my first cartwheel. Like my family and friends, we share an unconditional love. My love for you increased when I joined the Chicago Park District Gymnastics program, where I get the best support and encouragement from my coach. When I fail or want to give up, it gives me the strength to push on. That's why I love you, Gymnastics, and always will. Love, Darlin.
Yes,
Darlin,
yes.
that's amazing.
Thank you.
I saw you smiling when you were like falling on there, but you are
Yeah.
incredible. You're inspired by Gabby Douglas?
Absolutely. The first time I saw her was the 2012 Olympics, and I was 5, so that's really the age where you really learn things and get inspired by things. So.
And what does it feel like to look back at and see your story up on the screen like that? It's got to be pretty
Honestly, it don't feel real.
It don't feel real?
Yeah, because I never really thought about like being here or doing any of this. So the fact that I had the opportunity to even show people like why I love the sport it's just really crazy to me.
Yeah. So Craig, you used to be a stuntman, am I correct?
Oh, I'm still a stuntman.
You're still a stuntman. Really? So can you do flips like that?
No, I can't do that. I do mostly driving. I drive Chicago PD. I usually double Leroyce Hawkins.
Really?
Playing Atwater.
Oh, he drives Leroyce
Leroy,
Hawkins.
Leroyce.
I love
We
Leroyce.
love Leroy.
You should have driven Leroyce to an interview he was supposed to come
Yeah,
to.
he was late to my interview the other day, but that's another story, my friend. I'd love to know from our other guests here, what does it mean to be nominated for such a special project? Because it really does have heart and true value.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm completely blown away. Like you said, Ernesto, he was like, this was not on the bingo card, right?
Yeah.
We just wanted to tell a great story, and amplify Darlin, and just to be recognized is just a pure honor. It really is.
Yeah.
I will say the fact that the Chicago Park District allowed us to have the opportunity to show this story and represent people, especially in underserved communities that usually do not see themselves on TV.
Yeah.
So to have that opportunity to present this was magnificent, and to be awarded, to be nominated for it, geez.
And hopefully awarded.
And hopefully awarded. Well, fantastic job, all of you. Thank you so much, and congratulations, and good luck tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we do some cartwheels out of here?
No,
Let's go.
I can't do a cartwheel. Maybe yes. Yes. Chloe, over to you.
Hey guys, it is definitely filling up out here, but I managed to find some more fellow Ramblers, Goblers. I'm here with Taylor and Mike. Taylor, this is your first Emmy Awards in Chicago. What's it like to be here tonight?
Goodness, I just feel so honored to be here. Honestly, it's amazing, and everyone's just dressed up so well, and I'm so excited to hear about everyone's work, and it's honestly just an honor to be here. I'm very excited.
Absolutely. How about you, Mike? I know we did the social media together last year, so now you're back as a nominee. Tell me about that.
It's incredibly surreal. Just thinking about the fact that I was here last year backstage, and just being up here this time and really being able to just enjoy the atmosphere. I know we were talking before about how we never got the chance to take in the music, but now I'm really feeling it because it's wow, they're really good. This is such a good time. So I'm incredibly honored, and it just feels larger than life a little bit. I never really expected that I would be on the other side, which is really dope.
Absolutely. So what are you guys looking forward to most tonight while being here? Sorry, could you repeat that? What are you guys looking forward to most tonight while you're here?
I'm honestly just really excited. This is all so new to me, so I'm excited to see how it works and the whole process, and to meet new people and know that the work they've done. I know I've already heard about so many incredible people, so I think it's just nice to be surrounded by people who are like-minded in that way.
Absolutely, and it looks like Mike found his new favorite band, Disco Heads Live, so look them up. They're on all streaming platforms, that's what they told me, so glad that you could get hooked up with some new music tonight.
For sure.
All right, we'll send it right back to the red carpet with Matt and Cortney.
There we go.
Okay.
Chloe doing well.
So, thank you, Chloe. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you, Chloe.
So we know this guy.
We know him.
You know what? Am I reading this right? It says the president? Like El Presidente?
This must be, no, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Throw that out.
Throw that out.
Throw that out.
Stop.
There's no president.
Oh, well, that was like Mark. I have got nothing.
I've got the, you don't know what to ask him.
John Shipman here,
Yeah.
president of the Midwest Emmys chapter. Hello, you look wonderful.
Thanks. I'm wearing the exact same thing as last year. Just got a new tie. I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
You know, people do turn to you for fashion, so thank you for starting with that.
It's fine. It's
Give us
easy.
a spin. Give us a spin. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing the groomsman suit, actually.
So listen,
amazing.
this is an important night for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So how does it sit on your heart to know that you're in charge of all of this?
It makes me nervous, but I will say, like, our crew behind the scenes, whether it's the pre-show or the actual Emmy show, like, a lot of months, a lot of meetings, a lot of work put in, and I think we're excited, and we're, I don't want to say in really good shape, but in really good shape.
All right. What is your favorite thing about tonight?
It's about, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's great to be nominated, but it's you know, people are like, hey, it's great to be nominated. You know what? You want to win.
Yeah, you do.
Want to get up there and grab the statue. So that goes for everybody. I mean, that goes for me too. Like working for NBC Sports and NBC Chicago, like we all want to win. So you still want to win, but it is great to see so many familiar faces all dressed up. Like you see some videographers, it's like, whoa.
You don't recognize them.
You got a shirt and tie on and a jacket. It's awesome. So it's about seeing people you work with currently and seeing a lot of people you worked with in the past all come together, have a good time.
Yeah. Nice. How does Chicago sit amongst these other cities, like, you know, those New York and LA?
Like the Emmy?
Yeah, the Emmy
production
portion of it.
Oh, I think our Emmy production is like, if you go down the list of all the markets, it's tough not to put ours at the top or near the top. And I am saying that out loud. I think our Emmy production is second to none. I think you see it from the just time we put in, the set, how it all looks on stage. We have a great light set up on stage with some new monitors and what. It looks great, and we're excited about it.
MC Chris,
Yes.
Yes. Like we got a big time, you know, a Chicago guy coming back, right? And it's fun, and he's been great to work with. We had rehearsals last night and today, and everybody's here for a good time, and I think everyone's going to have a good time.
You've been in TV for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Okay, I'm not that old.
Yeah, he's super old.
A long time. What do you love about TV?
I love it that every day is different, and every day you're going to have breaking news, and every day you might know what you're getting into, but at the end of the day, you're going to be like, wow, didn't know that was going to happen.
Right.
And that's what I like about it, because every day is different, even though you're going to do the same thing, which is sort of an oxymoron, but it's at the same time, it is what it is.
We love you. You're
Can we take a moment to remember someone who was really important to us, Dr. Lee Hood? She produced this red carpet for Cortney and I last year. She's been a professor at Loyola for 15 years. She was a broadcast journalist before that. How integral was she into this organization?
Like, she was part of the board for such a long time, and like you said, it's much more than that. It was the impact she had as an educator, right?
Yeah.
And all the students, and you saw all the students, you know, react to when she passed away suddenly, and all the people that are working behind the scenes on this show, they all knew Lee Hood, right? And she should be here producing this right now. And it's really sad that she's not, but we do know, you know, we look back and she impacted the like I said, the students here. She impacted this production like year after year after year. So, you know, I think we look at it as it's very sad she's not here, but like this is a night to celebrate her, and that's what we're going to do in the show also. So we're excited about that, to take a moment to recognize her and celebrate, and about the impact she had with us.
And we have a tribute right here.
Yes, we do. Let's take a moment. Dr. Lee Hood.
We in the School of Communication at Loyola University Chicago mourn with the NATAS the passing of Dr. Lee Hood. Dr. Hood was an outstanding teacher, scholar, and the very best colleague. Her legacy will live on through the lives of her students and colleagues that she has inspired. Having known Dr. Hood for 5 years, I will miss my friend, my cheerleader, and someone who I consider to be a role model. She made everyone in the School of Communication feel welcomed, and our work will not be the same without her.
While I regret Leah is no longer here with us, I'll miss my colleague. I'll always remember her energy, her enthusiasm, and how much she really cared about her students and really taught them to be excellent professionals in their field.
Wonderful tribute.
Yeah, we're remembering Dr. Lee Hood today.
Yeah.
She was a monster on the red carpet here, and
wonderful.
we're thinking of her family tonight. And we're also thinking of our NBC
family. Hey guys! Wow, you clean up.
Yes.
You look beautiful, Sandra.
Thank you so
Sandra
much.
Diaz Bennett, these are our co-workers at NBC, and we're so proud of you to be nominated tonight.
Yes, for the Migrant Journey in Chicago. Congratulations on that.
Yes.
Thank you. How did this whole thing come together, Sandra?
Yeah, so this is a project that we worked on for about 6 months. We worked so hard on it. We were very dedicated, and it was really DS who inspired everything. He just really wanted to humanize the story behind the headlines, you know, talking about the people, the families that are coming in. We wanted to get to know them and understand their struggles, so we decided to follow some of them. And really, it was your idea.
Right. Also, there's just so much interest in the topic for over a couple of years. And then we realized that there are a lot of misinformation, and somewhat there's fears involved with the topic too. But we wanted to, like, good faith answer a lot of the questions that's being asked online. Like, why are they here? What's the living situation? How are they getting work here? So if you watch our documentary, you'll be able to get answers for those answers.
Diaz, I want to piggyback on that. You've been at the forefront of the documentary movement at NBC Chicago. And what do you think we can do with storytelling like this long form, that we can't do in our traditional broadcast?
And what he means is you won for your Emmett Till documentary series. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like what Sandra said, it's all about going beyond the headlines and looking into people's lives. Because, you know, migrant crisis has been on headline for so long. It's like we've been seeing migrant as an entity, but we wanted to see their personal lives. So with this documentary, that's what I hope. You can see, we are following their personal journey, so you can see them as just our neighbor, our new Chicagoans that's joining our community.
Yeah. Bennett, how did you get involved?
I was going to say that Bennett was I wanted Bennett to add to it because he was a huge part of it.
Well, I was a contributor for this because, as they said so eloquently, this was a storyline that dominated the headlines for so long. It was such a huge impact on our city. Hundreds of millions of dollars have gone into it. Yeah. And if I can brag on these two for a moment, the amount of sweat equity that they put into this story, they really captured the humanity of this, because this is an issue it's honestly a hot button issue. But regardless of what you think about the people who have gone through this incredible journey, and they documented it so well, regardless of how you feel about them being here, they're here. And the city has taken on a responsibility to provide shelter for them. And these two, along with Yvonne, chronicled the humanity of this better than anyone I've seen. So if I can take my time to brag on them, that's what I'll do.
Let's look at a quick clip of this, and so we can see what we're talking about.
Las nieves se convierten como bolas. Se parecen como helado.
¿Te las comiste? ¿No la probaste?
No sé.
¿No?
No, porque eso, la nieve no sabe nada.
And the wind chill warning either canceling classes or...
Another person has died in Cook County as a result of these freezing cold temperatures.
So cold that metro tracks were set on fire to keep them working.
Nunca había experimentado un -0, algo totalmente nuevo para nosotros, los venezolanos.
Un frío insoportable, pues. Muy fuerte, porque sentíamos que se nos congelaban las manos, los pies, la cara. Los niños también, ellos lloraban, decían, mami, tengo mucho frío.
Para mí fue un sueño realidad.
se me salieron hasta las lágrimas, porque ese siempre fue mi deseo, ver la nieve, y la primera vez que la vi fue para mí lo mejor.
Este es mi sueño desde pequeña. Desde pequeña siempre quise venir a los Estados Unidos.
Aquí estamos, venimos en son de trabajar, de echarle ganas.
A state of emergency has been declared by Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
I felt sick to my stomach because I knew what that meant.
It's the fourth busload. Immigrants over here.
It is not illegal for someone to seek asylum when they come to a country.
The city is opening a temporary shelter.
¿Te prostituyes con los hombres?
Do you know them? Can you guarantee our safety?
The death of a 5-year-old migrant boy.
They're showing up sick.
We are literally out of space.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
We definitely want to watch this.
Yeah.
Sandra, real quick, how did you convince people to be so open about this experience?
That was the hardest part, is that these families have gone through so much. They crossed numerous countries to get here. So they escaped violence in Venezuela. And it was really hard for them to speak. I have chills just even saying that.
Yeah.
But they wanted their story to be told. So what an honor for us to tell their story in a long-form documentary.
And we could all watch this on Peacock and
Yes,
YouTube?
it's on YouTube. Just search Desde Cero on our NBC Chicago YouTube page, and it's really easy to find.
Desde Cero.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
And you're nominated like 18 times or something.
So get off the carpet.
We'll
Okay.
see.
Congratulations.
Okay, we're going to toss it to Chloe now.
Hey guys, I'm here with Evrod Cassimy, the NBC5 morning anchor, stunting in the white suit. You look absolutely amazing. So he's a Chicago native, left for a little bit. Now you're back.
Yeah.
Amazing. Tell me about your journey. How did you end up back here?
Oh my gosh. I've worked all over the country. My first job after being an intern at NBC5 was in Colorado. I've worked in about 7 different markets, ended up back here, and now anchor the mornings Monday through Friday at NBC5.
Absolutely awesome. So we have a little bit of a connection. He also worked in Madison. That is where my current market is. Tell me a little bit about that. Talk about, I know we're in the Windy City, but you know what? I have to plug Madison just a little bit. So tell me a little bit about your experience there.
Oh my gosh. I loved working in Madison. I got to work with Lee Mills and John Stofflet every single night. John has since retired. I think Lee's actually going to be here tonight. But it was such an incredible market, such an incredible city. It was my second job outside of college, once I got started in the industry, and so many great memories.
Absolutely. But you know what? Gotta love Madison, but nothing beats the Windy City, I have to say.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about being back?
Oh my gosh. Just going around and covering stories in different areas where I grew up. I remember reporting live outside of my college for the first time. That was surreal. Reporting on stories on things that happen on the streets where I used to live, et cetera, et cetera. It's such a surreal feeling, but then also getting to work alongside people that I grew up watching. It is such an honor, like Allison Rosati, Marion Brooks. These are people that have been in this market for such a long time. They are legends. They are incredible journalists, and it's so awesome to be in good company with them.
Absolutely. That is definitely the theme tonight that I'm feeling, and I know a lot of other people are feeling, is that it's just surreal being here, seeing all these legends that we grew up watching.
Yeah.
Now we're all here in the same room. All right, we're going to send it right back to Matt and Cortney on the carpet.
Chloe.
Evrod, my buddy in the morning.
Evrod. Well, right now we're here with Rich Gamble, President and CEO of Choose Chicago, with 6 nominations. How does it feel?
It feels incredible. It's just so great to display the work of the assets we have in the city and the work of the team.
And that's literally your job, is to say
Yes,
how
it is.
great Chicago is.
Yes.
Well, I'm born and raised here. I love my city, and it's great to be in a role that all you do is evangelize and tell people and help them understand why Chicago's so special, and that's what this series does.
Yeah. What neighborhood are you from?
Oh, I grew up in the Washington Park, Inglewood area, and then Chatham, and now I'm in the South Loop.
Nice. Well, these shorts are so well done, and they are really like glossy and shiny, and they like really get you into the neighborhood.
But informative too.
Right,
Informative.
with the food and the culture, it's so informative.
Yeah, that's one of the things we wanted to do. There's a trend in tourism where tourists want to have authentic Chicago experiences, and one of the ways you get that, in addition to our amazing cultural institutions and hotels and restaurants downtown, we have really historic, important neighborhoods like the ones that were filmed in the 77 series.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Let's take a look at one of the clips.
When you think about Chicago, what comes to mind? The Magnificent Mile, deep dish pizza, Lake Michigan, Chicago-style hot dogs, and then some other things, like Al Capone. But as a real Chicagoan, I know that our city has so much more to offer. I'm Raz Baronian, and I lead neighborhood tourism at Choose Chicago, the city's official tourism bureau and destination marketing organization, which basically means I get to work with residents all over the city to promote the best parts of where they live. I've eaten deep dish downtown, had a cocktail in the sky, and enjoyed a hot dog, no ketchup, in the friendly confines. But past the well-trodden downtown areas, I've found some of the real places driving our culinary narrative. From the Puerto Rican family making jibarritos, to the neighborhood legend who's been making donuts by hand for the last 50 years. These are the places that have actually enabled us to become the culinary capital of the country. Since food is such a natural entry point into culture, we'll use these delicious bites, holes in the wall, and hidden gems to learn the complicated history of some of our city's 77 neighborhoods. And meet the people who make these areas beyond downtown must-visit cultural destinations. Let me take you on a journey to the 77.
Wow.
So, Rich, you said the next step is getting these shown in other markets to get people to come to Chicago.
Absolutely. I mean, right now these are available at choosechicago.com. They're also available on YouTube. And again, I just have to give a quick shout out to Rob Foytik and the entire neighborhood strategies team for Choose Chicago. They did a wonderful job in creating this series. And we want to get the news out to everyone. We've been voted the best big city for 8 years in a row by Condé Nast Traveler Readers. So this just shows you one of the reasons why we got that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all that Choose Chicago does. You shine a bright light on this city.
Well, thank you.
And congratulations. Good luck tonight.
Congratulations.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in a moment. Very fun.
Six nominations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to This is America.
I'm your host, Carl Jacobs, and today we're gonna have a lovely, lovely game. But first, let's meet our favorite contestants. Tom, Stacy, and Mark. It's very nice to meet all of you too. Now, the game itself is very simple. I will ask a question relating to the great nation of the United States of America. The rules themselves are as follows. A team will buzz in if they think they have the right answer. The other team can steal it if they get it wrong, and the team with the highest points at the end wins and gets a grand prize. I'm kidding! There's no grand prize. Here in America, we don't give handouts. And now, without further ado, let's get on to the first question for the night. Are we ready? Name a location or event in the United States where there hasn't been a mass shooting.
A park.
A movie theater?
A parade.
A restaurant.
A golf course?
A mini golf course. A daycare.
A parking lot?
A farm. A coffee shop.
A grocery store?
A concert. A police station.
A courthouse?
A church. A retirement home.
A homeless shelter?
A hospital.
Okay, very fun, very fun. So now we're going to do something a little unconventional.
Yes, I don't even know what we're doing.
We're going to be interviewed
Yes.
mid-show.
Yeah.
Chloe, I guess you're going to interview us?
You're going to interview
us? Is that what's happening?
We're
Watch
walking.
the magic. Okay,
Oh.
hi.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my goodness.
Not confident in the lighting over here.
Yeah.
I know, we need pump it up, pump it up.
Our lighting's better over there.
I know, I'm like, let's go over there. But I'm here with, you guys already know, some very special guests, Matt Rodrigues, Cortney Hall.
Yes.
So I met them last year when I was just a little student. Now I'm back. They've seen me blossom.
Yeah. And you're
Now I'm
working
here.
in Madison, Wisconsin now.
Yes.
Which is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know. It's super fun. Super fun. So I just want to ask you guys, you're back for another year. How are you guys feeling being back on this carpet?
Well, it's really fun because it's a live event, and as you can see, sometimes we don't know what we're doing. This was just thrown into the show.
Mics can go out, lights can go out, but this
I don't have an earpiece. I can't hear them, so I just get a little finger.
Keeps you on your toes, always. Yeah.
But what we love most of all is truly celebrating our peers, celebrating the people that don't get to be seen in front of the camera. We're in front of the camera a lot, but the people behind the scenes do, dare I say, more work than us? I don't know.
You know what? It's so fun to see. I think somebody mentioned earlier today seeing our photographers dressed up and people who are usually nowhere in front of the lens, either behind the lens or behind the scenes, seeing them all dressed up and excited about possibly winning tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, I just need super quick outfit details from you both. I'm going to start with you, Cortney, because this is amazing.
Thank you. This is vintage Victor Costa. A Chicago stylist put me in it. Her name is Mallory Talty, and she is phenomenal. She's amazing. She's dressed us for New Year's Eve before in the past, so I love her.
Super talent. Yeah. And this is Ortu. This is a company called Ortu that I ordered, and I love it. All their clothes fit me really well. It's a little non-traditional with the star neck. I didn't want to wear a bow tie like everybody else, and it keeps you cooler. Tip to the gentleman out there. The tie, no tie, keeps you a lot cooler. Yeah.
All right, well, you obviously you guys too. I'm so glad that, we got to chit-chat a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to...
You're running this segment, so you decide where to toss. I don't know where.
All right, we're going to a commercial. I think we're going to commercial, so we'll see you back after.
Join the NATAS Chicago Midwest chapter to help students studying broadcast journalism and production. Your tax-deductible donation to our Scholarship Foundation helps students get the necessary education to join our ranks. For information, go to chicagoemmy.org.
Hi, everybody. Welcome
back. Welcome back. That was fun.
It was. We don't know how it looks. It was fun.
Now we're here with Megan Carpenter.
Such an
Megan.
honor. Thank you so much for having me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Well, you're nominated for Outstanding Achievement for News Gathering, Education, and Schools. You're a journalist up in Milwaukee for Spectrum News 1.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yes, congrats. And you're an MMJ, which means
I
you did this story front to back.
One woman show, guys.
Yes.
Oh my God. So what was that like?
Well, I mean, I've been MMJing for over a decade at this point, so I really don't know any different. When you say, what is it like? It's fantastic. I mean, you have total control over the product. You have total control over what you write, what you shoot, who you speak with. I mean, it's really something to behold when you do it all yourself and you see the end product and you're like, wow, that was pretty good, Well,
let's take a look at the clip of what you're nominated for.
Campuses, UW-Oshkosh faces a multi-million-dollar structural budget deficit, the culprit behind these job cuts. UWO has the largest at $18 million. It's also laying off the highest number of people. Full-time faculty are not a part of this, but that doesn't mean professors are not being affected.
They'll send me little thank you notes and things like that.
Jeffrey Pickron's office is filled with memories of his students. After 20 years, he's collected a lot of them.
As a historian, I'm likely to keep things for a long time. So, yeah, and here I have.
As he finishes up his last grades for the semester, Jeff thinks about those students. As he turns the page on a new chapter in his own life, he'll miss being a part of theirs.
I'll definitely miss getting that new crop of students every year and getting to see the way they improve.
The UW Oshkosh History Department has been Jeff's second home for 2 decades.
Students always remark on how many books I have.
The books lining his desk and his walls illustrate the time he's spent teaching here.
They're kind of a part of the family, I guess you could say, in here, and so it's nice. I enjoy being surrounded by my books.
Jeff nor his books will be back next year.
I gotta say, not only does the story stand out, because that, obviously that's very special, but the angles that you choose and these close shots and the nat sound, is that something you really think hard about before you go into production?
I do, and I mean, every reporter is different, right?
Yeah.
It's specifically every MMJ is so different in terms of their style, but it's a stylistic choice that I typically make. I really like, especially in a profile piece, I want to hear this person in their natural environment. I want them mic'd up. I want to get those little moments, if you will. And oftentimes they even forget that they're wearing that wireless microphone. So you're able to capture so many human emotions that you may not be able to capture one-on-one sitting down in a conference room.
A lot
so
of
to
up
speak.
and coming journalists out there might be a little scared to MMJ. What would you say to them?
Yeah. I understand. Number one, it's daunting at first. I mean, I've been doing this for 11, 12 years at this point, so it's you know,
what it is.
I've done it a few times, but in the beginning, it really is daunting. I mean, it's all on you, but I would say try to see the beauty in that.
Yeah.
Try to see the beauty of being able to have a say, start to finish, on what your product is going to look like.
Yeah.
And, at the end of the day, you are the one who is making the difference.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
You're in control.
You are in control.
You have the power.
Yes.
And hopefully
Yes.
one day you write the checks.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Well,
Listen.
congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
I appreciate it.
Why don't we toss it to our friend Chloe out
Hey,
there?
Chloe.
Go, Chloe.
All right, guys, so I found someone from Madison, Wisconsin. Again, that's where I'm currently working, 27 News. This is Lee Mills. She works at rival station, Channel 15, but you know what? It's all love from Madison. So just tell me, what are you most excited for tonight?
I love to be here just to celebrate everyone's hard work. Journalists work, as you know, so hard to bring stories to all of our viewers. And so I'm excited to see the nominees, celebrate the winners, and really just celebrate great journalism. We're heading into a big election night, and it's nice to take a break and just celebrate the hard work that everyone's putting in.
Yes. Us being in Wisconsin, it's been a ride this year for sure with all of this election madness. So we're going to keep it light. Tell me about your outfit. You kind of got the sequence memo too.
I thought gold was fun because of the Emmy statue. So maybe I'm channeling some good vibes for our station. I rented it from Rent the Runway.
I love it. You look amazing. So glad you're here. Good to see you. Yes. All right. We'll send it back to the carpet.
Close up shop.
What do we say?
And we're gonna toss.
we're back to us.
Oh, we're here.
Hey!
We didn't know what we were doing.
Okay.
Nor do we ever.
This is such a reunion for me.
Yes.
A Bulls reunion. I'm here with my good friend Michelle McComas
Yes.
and DJ Flipside.
What's up? Courtney used to be an
Yes.
announcer for the Bulls
Yes,
for
I
many
used to be,
years.
in arena host
Yeah.
for the Bulls, and loved working with you guys. Congratulations.
So wonderful to see you.
It's so special to see you at these events, for TV, because you guys have a phenomenal production department, and I don't think a lot of people know about that. Michelle, you want to speak to that a little bit?
Absolutely. I can wax poetically
Wax
about Bulls TV. They're
Yeah.
amazing, as well as UCTV,
Yes.
our scoreboard control team. We're just so lucky and fortunate to have wonderful, talented, creative, passionate people to bring all of this to life.
Oh, fantastic. And you're nominated for 2 tonight. And
Yes.
you're both nominated for 2? Yeah.
I'm in one.
You're in
I'm
one
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a clip of the nomination, of one of them, at least. Oh.
50 years of hip hop. We doing it big. We doing it from the bottom to the T.O.P. Let's do it. Come on, y'all. So put your hands up. I 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 put your hands up. It goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Hip hop. The hip it, the hip hop, you don't stop the rocker to the bang bang boogie. Up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Come on and now.
For the very first time, we honor some of those who have made their claim on history as we introduce the inaugural class of the Chicago Bulls Ring of Honor. The Ring of Honor will celebrate the greats of Bulls history, the change makers, champions, and icons who will forever live in franchise lore. This is the Chicago Bulls Ring of Honor. This is where legends live.
Oh, such beautiful pieces. And for that first one, Flip, you remixed that,
Yeah,
right?
it was amazing. We actually made an acoustic version of Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight, and it was just so much fun to be a part of that, redoing the drums, creating new instruments, and making it feel like an acoustic version, which it is the 50th year of anniversary of hip hop, and it was such a great milestone to be a part of and really honor hip hop in that way, and to do that with our team, with the Chicago Bulls, and be able to, something that I looked up to. I owned that record back in the day. To be able to work with Sugar Hill Gang and be a part of it was just so amazing, and I'm so lucky.
Michelle, I know you're a hip hop head, so I know you were like.
We would not be here without hip hop.
Yes,
so
yes.
and that
And
was
we-
awesome to celebrate that.
We've got to say we love how the Chicago Bulls celebrate Chicago in history, and it's not just about one thing.
It's not just about the sport, right? You tie in a lot of
Oh,
elements. Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, Chicago, our fans, they're our culture. And so in addition to the basketball, it's all of these pieces that tell our fans' stories. We meet them where they're at. It's music, it's fashion, it's culture, and
I love
it's
it.
so wonderful
Gosh.
for Bulls TV and UCTV to bring this to
I
life.
love it. Congratulations, you two.
And it sounds like you're talking about tonight, fashion, culture,
Fashion,
celebrating one
culture,
another.
yes.
We've had a wonderful night. We hope you have too. This
Yes.
red carpet has been so fun to get to meet the nominees.
It has.
Be sure to continue here. We're going to have some backstage access as the night goes on. We'll be interviewing some of our winners, not us, but a wonderful team.
Thank you to
Chloe.
Chloe!
Chloe!
Where are you, Chloe?
Chloe, thank you to all of our team, some students
Yes.
here that have worked very hard to put this production together. That's it for us. We'll see you
That's
next year. Bye. Very good. You guys
Time
look
to get a
great.
drink.
I know. We need to
Time to get a drink. Yes,
We need to
yes.
talk.